So I'm from the United States. We have a company in California, and our work has been related to developing low-cost tools for science education and also for field research. And you can see on the screen we're showing the one of the main products that we have right now, which is a low-cost microscope. So we make this microscope for less than $1 in parts, but it has a resolution that allows you to see things as small as single-cell bacteria, red blood cells, and a number of microorganisms and all sorts of microbes. We developed the Foldscope as part of my PhD research at Stanford University. My co-inventor of the tool is Manu Prakash, and it's built from a variety of common materials. We currently use a synthetic paper so that it's completely waterproof. It's designed to be used in the field, so we make it very durable. You can drop it, you can step on it, you can put it in your book, in your backpack, and carry it with you. Has a magnification of 140x when you use it directly with your eye. And on your cell phone, you can get over 1000x magnification using the digital zoom. It has magnetic couplers that allows you to couple it to your cell phone, but it's usable with or without a cell phone. So what is our philosophy for creating such a tool? Within the field of education, particularly STEM education, we see academia as being a balance between experience and knowledge, particularly in the sciences. And traditionally there's very heavy emphasis on the knowledge portion of science and our instruction of science generally. And it's very important for students to learn that knowledge, but it's equally important for them to have an understanding of how to do science. That is, for them to experience going out and doing experiments and trying different ideas, maybe not succeeding at first, and understanding that failure is okay. In particular, I spent a lot of time during my PhD work traveling around different parts of India, different parts of Africa, other places around the world, and trying to understand, what the different environments look like. We were at that time thinking both about medical use for our tool as well as educational use, and we found in many contexts the resources are quite limited, and in a classroom, students are pushed really to emphasize knowledge, learning from textbooks, and not as much about the experience of having doing their own experiments and having those tools with them. So we wanted to make a tool that can work even in these contexts, that can be very low cost. So that's why we built our microscope to be less than $1 in parts, and we hope to make a variety of tools, not only microscopes, that fall in this domain. So our mission in developing this tool and distributing it is to enable communities everywhere to have the experience of using these tools and actually carrying out scientific experiments of their own. And we've reached a large community around the world, and we found that it's actually very impactful for students to see for themselves the microscopic world and to understand that you can do science at home and in your backyard. We've provided over 600,000 tools to over 130 countries, and in many cases these are provided to teachers and parents, and we hope that they remember, even in their excitement in exploring the microscopic world, that they share it with their children and they don't forget about them in the process. We founded our company, Foldscope Instruments, in 2015. We started shipping products out about a year and a half ago. We have a small team in the US, and we do our manufacturing currently in China, but we're working with the Indian government to start doing manufacturing here as well. And we do distribute to countries around the world. We have products that are tailored to hobbyists. So a more deluxe kit that has, a number of accessories, 20 accessories. But we also make our real mission as a company is to distribute, to students, teachers, to communities around the world, the microscope at the lowest cost possible. So on the right, this is our classroom kits, which currently we're selling at $1.75 per unit, and in the future we hope to scale that down even farther. This is a map showing where we've distributed Foldscopes around the world. It's a little over 130 countries at this point, and when we, in the near future, we hope within about a year, we can open manufacturing in India. Then we can have even a better distribution within India and countries nearby. One of the great things about having a low-cost tool is that it enables you to build a really fantastic community, and you can have users that contribute both ideas as well as content. So we have a number of users at this point, thousands of users distributed around the world. And we see this as a great opportunity for inspiring other people, because they can be ambassadors for our tool and science generally, as well as for giving us ideas of making new tools and generating data that we can then use to build other platforms, such as platforms for image recognition. Since our tool connects with phones, we can use some of the technology that was mentioned in the previous talk regarding image recognition and artificial intelligence. We already have, as I mentioned, a very large database. If you guys would like to look, it's at microcosmos.foldscope.com. There's been a huge number of posts from India as per the recent grant from DBT. RFP grant. There are a lot of 450 groups that have been working on that and giving us a lot of data, so you can check that out. And what is some of the impact that we've been having in different communities? So yesterday we did a workshop in a nearby college here, Shivaji College in Delhi, and they were one of the recipients of the DBT grant. They had some fantastic work working with the samples from the river. We worked with them a little bit yesterday. Recently we were in Vietnam, and there's a group there that has been trying to bring Foldscope into that community for use both as an educational tool as well as for helping to improve hygiene. As in some work with Unilever, they wanted to explore if Foldscope can help people to actually pursue hand washing more rigorously when they understand what is actually on their hands.